Welcome back to another video within the News TV Daily. Now in this video we talk about the Atlanta rapper Ralo. Now Ralo was just caught for selling drugs while being locked up, and they caught him writing letters and talking on the phone how to make things happen behind the walls. Now they said Ralo was supposed to get out very soon and was even granted bond, but after this happened, the judge has revoked this opportunity. Now watch this video in full to see exactly what happened with Ralo and what the future holds for Ralo out of Atlanta. Alright, so more information is coming out about the Atlanta rapper Ralo. Now they are saying that Ralo's bond has been revoked for allegedly selling drugs via cell phone while still behind bars. Now according to the reports, Ralo was talking in codes, and the code words pretty much brokered drug deals while communicating with people on the outside of the prison. Now Ralo's bond has been revoked and he won't be able to get out until his case is fully resolved. Time served or he gets a sentence, he will not be able to get bond. Now this is months after the Fam Goons leader was granted a bond for his trafficking case. Now just yesterday, the U.S. District Judge Michael L. Brown said that the prosecutors presented a ton of evidence that Ralo, even though he's in jail, was still arranging drug deals while incarcerated. Now the prosecutors alleged that Ralo was using code words to discuss prices, and on top of that, he was caught with contraband in his cell, and he had an Apple Watch in April of 2019. Now the feds also scheduled a change of his plea hearing to January 6, 2021, in which Ralo, at this particular date, Ralo was looking to plead guilty on this case, but the judge Michael Brown says that they have evidence Ralo has continued to actually distribute drugs and talk about drugs on phone calls while in custody. On top of that, they found some notes in baby mama's purse, and it said this. It says, save up every dollar you receive from grandma, keep count of all of the kids at dad's house, and sit grandma's house so you can know how much you got at all times. Now according to the authorities, they pretty much deciphered and broke down what the letter said, and they're saying that the riddle was in reference to drugs and it wasn't talking about the children. Now the feds feel like Ralo was saying try to stay off the phone and other phones and do everything on person. Now the feds are watching and listening to everything. Now they found other documents that found that Ralo was explaining the prices of food and saying that an ounce was 28 grams. Now if you guys don't know what ounces and grams and things like that, you shouldn't be watching this video. Now the feds said that this demonstrates that Ralo is still putting in continuous efforts to move drugs after the arrest in his case. They say there's simply no reason why his efforts should be to establish pricing and explain the difference between high 8 balls and grams. Now for months, Ralo did get granted bond for him to get released. Now back in July of 2020, it was granted. Now a lot of people were saying Ralo's broke, he don't have money, this and that. No, he was having difficulty, allegedly they were saying he was having difficulties getting the bond legally with proof and things like that. Now Thursday, the judge made an ultimate decision saying that his bond was revoked. Now I'm gonna say one thing, it seems like Ralo is either really hurting for money or that's just a hustler in him, or they could be making it up. But he was granted bond in July, now it's December, so it doesn't make any sense why he couldn't get out or why they couldn't get the bond money, who knows. Now, for those who don't know, Ralo was allegedly arrested for trafficking up to $2 million of trees back and forth from Georgia to the West Coast. And they said Ralo transported over $2 million worth of trees. Now, the first delivery came in the Fulton County Airport around 5 a.m. on December 22nd. According to the Alfred David and the surveillance team they set up in Georgia State, they set up by the Georgia State Patrol, the FBI spotted Ralo and others transferring 37 packages wrapped up in white holiday paper from a jet to a van that was registered to Ralo. Now after leaving the airport, the officials stopped the van and seized 520 pounds of trees, which was worth $1 million on the street. Now right after that, the same morning, Ralo posted to his Instagram page, he said this, he said, I've lost more than a man can gain in a lifetime. Have you ever lost $1 million at one time? Now right after the federal agents got a tip that Ralo and his team were making another run. The flight was scheduled to land at the Peachtree Airport in Georgia. Now that plane landed around 5 a.m. that Sunday. Now this time the feds took 444 pounds of trees, which was worth $840,000 on the streets. So at first everyone was saying that Ralo was going to be free very soon, but it now looks like Ralo might have to wait until this case is resolved. And who knows, with this pandemic and everything going up and things are backed up, or it might be a while before the feds can solve that case. Now let's talk about this in the comments. Who do you blame? Do you blame Ralo for talking recklessly on these phones, or do you think the feds are doing a little bit too much trying to keep him down? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like the video on the way out and share it with a friend. And look, if you're new to this channel, or if you always watching my videos, make this your first video where you can comment below. Let me know how you feel about it. I'm in the news with it, and I'll catch you on the next one.
the only threat is when you get to buying they pop it up, and when you like, they love when you beat, they love when you go run a house, they love when you go run a car, and all that old phone ass doing. But when you actually start buying this, when you got the deed to your houses and apartments and plazas and Lamborghinis, like, you become a threat to them. You smell me? Yeah. Because they trying to accomplish something and you stopping them from their accomplishments. So like, they love when they see Lucci about thug beef. They love that. Yeah. You're right. But when you started telling like, peace, I don't want no smoke, don't do this, they love to see us do little. So we can lose. So we Charter, they ain't got. You smell me?
Thanks.
Ralo's team tells me he's being targeted and is sitting in jail wrongfully accused. Criminal complaint alleges the rapper, who's called this apartment complex in Atlanta home, a complex just raided yesterday, is the leader of a gang referred to as Famerica. The investigation dates back to December, when investigators stopped 3 vans leaving Fulton County Airport. They allegedly found 520 pounds of worth about $1 million on the street. Ralo wasn't inside the van, but 3 people arrested were allegedly connected to him, according to investigators. Evidence investigators are now using: an old Instagram post from the next day that refers to $1 million lost. Tonight, his team still strongly believes he's being targeted because of his faith as a Muslim. They also discredited the Instagram post as evidence, calling it just entertainment. They also point out Ralo owns the complex that was raided and lets people stay rent-free as a way to give back to the community.